Peace, love, health, and well, our tribe. Ooh, wee, that candy good. Oh man, that candy is so good. All right, here we go. Peace, love, health, and well, vibe tribe. Like and subscribe. Help your boy break away from that 9 to 5. My name is not important, but what is? It's the fact that I'm here on behalf of Sacred Self Healing Center with a heart. It's the Center for Healing. What up, y'all? Peace, love, health, and wealth. Namaskaram. K Pasa. Como está? Yeah, so the rules for readings is already posted. Um Last time I didn't think you stayed that long. I can't remember, but okay, so what up, Juanita? How you doing? All right, so Kumar, please follow the instructions, all right? Um um I like to keep things in order just in case if things get busy. So just to let y'all know, we just getting started. We only 5 minutes into the live, okay? So I need to do my announcements, introduce myself. I'm okay. I'll be a little bit better once I get some donations in my life. But I'm gonna do the announcements, do a collective reading for the card of the day, and then I'll open up for I'll open it up for the individuals, okay? So for all of those who are new here, I need you to type Vibe Tribe into the chat. For all of those who have not officially been introduced to the Vibe Tribe and you don't know what my 4 green hearts mean, then type Vibe Tribe in the chat so we can see how long. All right, so this gonna be your last warning. Don't post until I do what? Until I call your name, okay? Please don't post until I call your name. All right, so I am gonna do a little commercial real fast because I did just get started with the live, okay? So I'm gonna do some announcements after that, then we good to go. Again, peace, love, health, and well, vibe tribe. Like and subscribe. Help your boy break away from that 9 to 5. My name is not important, but what is the fact that I'm here on behalf of Sacred Self Healing Center, where the heart is the center for healing. Remember, when you come here on my channel, you need to kick off your shoes and relax your feet, right? This is spotty for the soul, chicken noodle soup for the spirit, mani and petties for the ego, right? Um, Understand that this is a non-profit faith-based organization. So with that being said, this is the home of the free readings. With that being said, please donate to the channel. Anything that you donate will go directly to food, shelter, and water. Okay, in the description box. All right, so we got the DJ Jazzy Jeff. All right, so we're gonna give him 1 minute in the corner to think about what he just did. All right, so yeah, everything that you donate will go directly to food, shelter, and water. In the description box, you can see a list of my services, and of course, a list of donation tiers. So if you want to know a little bit more about me before I get to talking more about me, then you can go ahead and check out the description box. They got my contact information, all of that right there in the description box, okay? If you want to get added to the list, please follow the instructions pinned in the chat. Read it all the way through. If you have any questions, then be very specific with your question, but make sure you read it all the way through. All right. Understand that I am more than just a tarot reader. I play one on TV, right? In reality, right, I am a holistic life coach. I specialize in um, um, removing past traumas, removing manifestation blockages, and that means love coaching, life coaching, business coaching, spiritual advisory, etc., etc., etc. I use a conglomerate of accolades and well, not accolades, but skills. I use I use a conglomerate of skills, experiences that I have gathered over the years, including but not limited to Reiki, psychology, nutrition, and so much more. Okay, I am I am a member of the International Healer Society, right? So shout out to all of my natural healers out there. Yeah. So with that being said, couple announcements on the channel. We just did episode 4 of my podcast, Removing Manifestation Blockages. Okay. And in that episode, we used the analogy of your body being a power plant. And the energy that the power plant creates is the energy needed for manifestation, right? And I will be doing a part 2 to that. But tomorrow, we are going to dive into a little bit of Bible study tomorrow. All right. So tomorrow we are going to do episode 5 of removing manifestation blockages. It's going to, and the name of it is who, what, when, where, why, and how, Paul. So what we're going to do is we're going to break down, and when I tell you break down, I mean we're going to break down the story of Paul and how we can use it, how we can use what we learn from the story of Paul in our everyday life. Okay. So what else? What other announcements? That's it for right now. All right, so let's go ahead and get to the card of the day. All right. So the card, oh, the Queen of Wands. What a card. All right. So y'all already know how we do things here at KP Tarot School, right? Here at KP's Tarot School, we like to break these cards down to the basic, to the foundation, right? So here we have the we have water and fire. Water and fire. So the queen herself represents the water element, right? To really understand the archetype energy of the queen, please understand. All right, can we get the DJ Jazzy Jeff on that, please? I'm done with him. We can go ahead and get him like 24 hours or something. I already and I timed him out for a minute. So we can go ahead and DJ Jazzy Jeff, that person who asking out of turn. Yeah, we will. Oh boy. Stop playing with me. I swear to God on my mama, gang. Stop playing with me, gang. Alright. 607 not the 607 unk not the punk, gang. Boy. Now you gotta meditate. Now you gotta meditate and ground the energy, okay? What's up, Bright? How you doing? How are the beautiful ladies doing this evening? Well, this morning, depending on where you at. For most of us, it's already morning, but you know. All right. So, oh, I forgot to do the introduction of the hearts. Hold on one. Okay, generosity. Hmm? Mm-mm. All right. So, real quick, let me introduce you with the 4 green hearts before we move on with the Queen of Wands. All right. So, first of all, let's talk about the color green, right? With a little bit of color therapy. So, remember when we looking at the color green, this is going to elicit or stimulate the heart space, right? So if you don't know, the heart space, called the thalamus gland, is where your normal everyday white blood cells go to get the super soldier program and be able to fight. Now the thing is that the earlier that you can tap into love, the better. And the reason why is because your thalamus gland actually shrinks. The older you get, the smaller your thalamus gland get. So the more that we can get our youth on that love frequency, the better, right? And if we can keep them from being distracted from tapping into love, right? Because a lot of people come to me, they say, KP, I don't know how to love myself. I don't know myself. I'm trying to get back to myself. I say, no, 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 no. When a little baby, 2 years old, you pop their butt, right? And they make you feel so guilty. But once it's all over, 20 minutes later, that little baby gonna love you again, right? So what does that tell you? That tell you by default we are already tapped into that love frequency forever, right? The problem is the problem is we have things that get in our way that distract us from the love. So it's not that we don't know ourselves or don't love ourselves. We just got too much clutter in the way. Because you can't change who and what you are, right? So the color green, like I said, directly taps into that the heart that heart chakra space. Okay, it's very important, very 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 important. All right, so in addition to the color green, right, when the color emerald represents the heart chakra, we why do we use four in specific? Well, first of all, the number four represents the heart chakra in the seventh chakra system, right? It's the fourth one up and it's the fourth one down, so it's dead smack in the middle, right? So why else do we use the four green hearts? So then we got peace, love, health, and wealth, in which I'm wishing you and yours. We got law, order, balance, and stability, in which I'm wishing you and yours as well. We got the four elements that we must balance out to truly be in tune with the fifth. All right. Now, if anybody know what that fifth element is, go ahead and type it in the chat right now. I will wait. All right. So So the number four is very, 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 very significant. Just not just in our third dimensional reality, but how I like to look at the numbers is each number is a dimension. Not it don't only just represent a dimension. Where in the first dimension, things of one is most significant, right? And and in the second dimension, the things of the first dimension is still there, but now we are in pairs. Third dimension, we still got singles, we still got doubles. I'm sorry, excuse me. But now we operating in threes. Fourth dimension, of course, one, two, and three is there, right? But now we operating in fours. And so I know a lot of people talk about fifth dimension, eighth dimension, 10th dimension, and all of this stuff. But one thing that you can't forget is that is the dimensions like a ladder and they build on top of each other, kind of like the steps on a ladder. So it's just like you you're not grasping third dimensional concepts. So how you going to operate in eighth dimension, ninth dimension, 10th dimension? To me it don't make sense. But to other people, I guess who am I to judge? I ain't roses, right? We all in the same picture. We just got different poses. You understand what I'm saying? So that is why we use the four green hearts. Okay, so as a Reiki master, I understand that the power of intentions is very, very, very important. All right. And so let's be intentional when we use those four green hearts. Whether we here on this channel or other channels, it don't matter. Let's be very intentional. And not only do I ask you guys to greet each other and stuff like that with the green hearts, but also love the trolls too, right? People who can't follow instructions, etc. Because if we up at 9, 10, 11, 12 o'clock at night, right? Whatever time it is for you, um, and they coming in here and trolling while we trying to get better, then they need love. They need a healing more than anything. But they can't be a distraction though. That's where I draw the line on the distraction part. And it ain't even so much for me because I can ignore them. You know what I'm saying? So here we go, Queen of Wands. So back to what I was saying. The Queen, much like the moon in astrology, represents the internal environment of a person. All right. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't even close that out. So yeah. So now that you all have been officially initiated into the Vibe Tribe, it is now your responsibility to welcome others the way we have welcomed you. So welcome. I don't got my sound effect, so that's gonna have to do for right now. All right. Celebrate good times. Come on. Right. So, much like the moon in astrology, the queen represents the internal environment of a person, right? Emotions, thoughts, feelings, etc., right? So remember when we dealing with the water element, the I statement for the water element is I feel. Sometimes is I love, but mostly I feel. Right? So she is the queen of wands. What does that mean? So that means the fire element is like her faction or the group that she belongs to, right? So when we're looking at the fire element, the I statement for the fire element is I want or I desire. All right, I want and I desire. Right? So when you say the queen of wands is really I feel I am the feminine representation of fire. Maybe that's one way you can look at it, right? So, what are some of the key terms associated with the Queen of Wands, and why is she so significant, right? Well, a lot of us readers affectionately call her the witchiest witch of the tarot, the witchiest witch of the tarot deck, right? And the reason why is because she is a very, very magical being. All right. It's something very powerful that happens when you are able to balance the water and fire elements within you as a person. And maybe I need to go live about the elements, right? So, key terms of the Queen of Pentacles. I mean, the Queen of Wands. Well, first thing first, before I get to the key terms, I just want to say that the Queen and the King of Wands are the ones who are experts at making things come full circle, making manifestations come to real life. Whenever you get the Knight, which is the action taker, the Page, which is the planner, right? The person who comes up with the ideas and plan them out. Whenever you get those, this is indicating that we could possibly starting things and not finish it or whatever. But whenever we looking at the Queen and the King of Wands, remember we are looking at uh people who is able to bring things to fruition. We are looking at people who can alchemize energy. Remember, when you're talking about fire, the fire element is often associated with the purification of the elements within a person, right? So fire itself is purification. It purifies, right? We burn down the old forest and then another one grow back even better, right? Um, Inspiration, right? The queen and the king is very inspirational.
Are you using Mom's mouse?
No, I don't even know where is that, bro. I ain't seen it. But it's always with the computer, so I don't know.
No, we'll take it.
Yeah, it ain't over here, dog. All right, so I don't know what I was saying, man. Oh, oh, Queen of Wands and the contrast between the queen and the king. Um, so when you're talking about being a very fiery, explosive, outgoing, highly achieving person, um, the queen is going to be more rooted in passion, feelings and emotion versus the king. He's going to lead with the visionary aspect, higher intellect, right? So the queen is a representation of a person who's highly magnetic, and it's not because they use glamour magic or anything like that. It's just because of whatever, right? Whether it's mindset or what, they attract, they able to purify the energy in the room, right? Because when they walk in the room, it's eyes on them, right? They demand the energy, and they just was born. Most of them was just born lucky. It's just something that you born with. You understand what I'm saying? Not necessarily something that you can acquire over time. Now, if you really, really know where to look, yeah, you can acquire pretty much anything. But you know what I'm saying? Here, it's very, very. It's much about, because I think it's heavy solar plexus chakra here, right? And a lot of that has to deal with the mentality of the person, right? If you believe that you can and you will. All right. So in closing, right? Because I didn't want this to drag too long, and then I got distracted, so I don't even remember where I was at. Still, I've been trying to remember the whole time I was talking, but it ain't working, so I'm gonna leave it alone. But so if I could leave us with a message here from the Queen of Wands, um, make inspiration your highest priority, right? Make sure you have inspired action um behind your movement. That is going to be very important, because when you're talking about brain heart coherence, um being able to put good movement, good action behind what you think and feel is how you complete the trilogy. Um, Remember that when you're talking about any of the court cards, but especially the king and the queen, and especially the wands and the swords. Well, I guess you could say the cups too. You get good advice from the court cards, right? The Queen of Wands is somebody who isn't afraid to be pure, authentic, wear their heart on their sleeve, right? And the reason why is because she's tapped into, and here's the theme again, because that popped up earlier. She's tapped into the sunflower energy, right? You tapped into the sunflower energy. And when you tapped into the sunflower energy, man, you understand that you are the projector of the light that you want to see in the world, right? For most of us, everything in our life evolves around us, right? Most of us are the dominant personality in the room, the leader. You know what I'm saying? The leader and the dominant personality, right? So we just got to be open and wear our heart on our sleeve and use that to our advantage. Be open to advice, but also be open to giving advice. All right, that's the last thing I'm going to say, because the king and the queen, they are, like I said, they good motivators. They are able to get the best out of people, right? Of course, the the queen to be a little bit more empathetic and sympathetic, where the king would be empathetic and sympathetic, but it probably won't be expressed that way. It'd be expressed as fiery, passionate energy, and if you weak, then you might not be able to interpret it, right? But the queen comes kind of like with that motherly love. You know what I'm saying? She gonna keep it real, she gonna keep it raw, she gonna keep it authentic, but it's gonna be motherly love. All right, so with that being said, y'all, I'm gonna go ahead and open up the floor for any card of the days or anything like that. Uh, the instructions is posted in the chat, so let me know. Hey, yeah, hey, if it's some milk in there. All right, y'all. But yeah, though, so I'm gonna go ahead and open up the floor. No rush, but I don't necessarily plan on being here too long. So if anybody want to go ahead get on that list, let me know.
I say hey.
Nope. For what?
I go say hi.
Yeah, too late. They already can hear you. Ain't no such thing as higher, because when I hear you say higher, it make me think that you're talking about better or worse, and neither one is better or worse because they carry different energies. Now, when you looking at the number line, right? The 10 goes to the 11, which is going to be the page, and then we go 12, which is the knight, 13, which is the queen, right? And then 14, which is the king. So what you want to do is be able to reach that king, or be able to well the the whole goal the whole goal of all of the cards is to be able to master every single card. So 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 when you're looking at the queen and the king, don't look at it as good or bad. Look at it as personality types. Right. So one thing I will say when you're doing tarot is whenever there's a court card that pop up, even though we don't necessarily focus on third party readings, sometimes court cards could indicate a personality and or a hidden figure in the situation. You understand what I'm saying? So, but again, remember there is no good and bad. If that's what you meant about, is it higher? But in this case, no, the king is the highest one. But it's not anything to do with gender. It's more or less to do with what side of the brain you use, right? So the queen is right brain and the king is left brain, right? So that's why in religion they oftentimes refer to the top authoritative figure as the father, because in general, logic is key, right? If you stick around here, you will hear me say, um, the game is played above the shoulders, right? Up below the shoulders, you done. You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, um, the goal, right, is to be able. See, we born with emotions. You understand what I'm saying? We born with emotions. But we are not born with the intellect. That's why in the sword suit, oftentimes you see the butterfly, because the butterfly is rich. The butterfly is rich in the symbolism of transformation, right? Every single time we think about a butterfly, we think about transformation. You understand what I'm saying? So, especially with the king of swords, with the butterfly, that he became the king, right? No matter if you're a male or female, right? But the person became the king because they was a master of themselves, a master of the environment, etc., etc., and it propelled them on a path of transformation, and the transformation was self-mastery. So really every suit shows transformation, right? But it or I won't say transformation. Every suit shows progression in a particular area of life, right? But you know, it is what it is. Any more questions, comments, concerns? What's up, y'all? Double tap that screen, y'all. I bet y'all if I had a BBL and my, you know, and my baby hairs was touching my eyebrows, y'all would like the screen. I bet y'all if I had them big old F cups, y'all would double tap that screen. Yeah. I bet y'all if I was doing that, if I was that hype me up dude, gyrating all over the screen, y'all would double tap that screen. Look, they leaving now. Look, they don't like that. Every time I ask for likes, they leave. I bet y'all if I had that 12-inch foot long on the gray sweatpants, y'all would double tap that screen. Come on now, show some love. Oh yeah, I ain't even do my announcement. So anybody, if anybody here and they expecting me to say something negative about some people, I'm not interested. We working over here. So if y'all looking to screen record something, or have something to report, It ain't gonna happen. It ain't gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? All right. So can we get a show of hands of how many people in the chat? Oh, see, look, call them out, call them out. If you see them, point them out. Look, we went from 7 people to 3 people. That's sad, man. That's crazy. That shit over with. That shit over with. They lied, and I won. So what else? Ain't even nothing else for me to say. The only thing I say is just leave it alone. Don't talk about me. Don't mention me. Don't do nothing. That's all I say. Cause y'all defaming me, and I'm not defaming y'all or nothing. What video did you see on the feed, Victoria? That's because they be feeling guilty, and sometimes it be spies, but sometimes it be those people directly. So what I'm gonna do? Never mind. But I got something for that though. I got something for that though, cause you ain't gonna be able to sit in my presence and be vibrating on a negative frequency. So what we gonna do is we gonna eject all of those people. If you come in here, even I ain't even gonna have to say nothing. But they not gonna be able to be comfortable in negative energy around me. They not. Is gonna either they're gonna either want to change because they're gonna feel guilty, or they just gonna go somewhere else and be negative. But it's cool. I just gotta, you know. All right, y'all. So last call. I interest anybody in the card of the day, donation based reading, free yes or no. Hopefully somebody let that commercial play at least 30 seconds. And if you really love KP, you would tap the link associated with that commercial. You don't gotta make no purchases. You ain't even gotta sign up for a mailing list. Just you tapping on the link is enough. That's crazy. Everybody left. But it's cool though. It's cool because they so hey Victoria, last call if you want to get on the list. Last call. I could be meditating, but it's sad because they thirsty though. That's the killing part about it. They must ain't know KP was the real thing. They must ain't know they called me chef. So while we here, I do wanna announce episode 5. So we got 2 episode 5s, right? Yesterday I thought I was doing episode 5, but it was really episode 4. So what happened was I had a video with Brian Medium. What up? What up? So what happened was I had a video with old girl. I want to shout her out so she can get some more followers, because she, one day she got to, she want to take care of her son. She don't want to work a 9 to 5, and I want to support her in that. But playing crazy, we could have been had you to 500. We could have been getting you with them super chats and all of that. But you wanna play around and talk about stuff that don't matter. But anyways, it was a video on a playlist with her on there that didn't belong there. So when I realized that, I'm like, damn. So what's up? Can we get some hearts in the chat for B? But yeah, when I realized that, I was like, dang, man, I had to remove it. So tomorrow I will be coming back with um what episode 5 of removing manifestation blockages is, and the name of it is called Who, What, When, Where, Why, and How, Paul. So what we're going to do is we're going to have a heavy emphasis on the Bible on this one. And I know it's a lot of people who get I ain't see it. Did she follow the instructions? Yeah, when I be talking, I don't be staring at the screen. I be, my mind be on Pluto. You said you what you need to know. I'll tell you whatever you need to know as long as you follow the instructions pinned in the chat, okay? Um, so what was I saying? Removing manifestation blockages, episode 5. So I know it's a lot of people who's kind of like against the Bible, and they had the Christian Crusades and all of that stuff. So I understand, right? They was in charge of slavery. I know all the stuff, right? But what we can't deny is that that's one cold metaphysical book, right? That's one cold. It's a cold book to to get us primed to manifest. What do you say? I need as many as I can get from all of you. Everybody, remember my name is going to get pretty ugly. What you mean it's gonna get pretty ugly? What are you talking about, bro? Can we get a DJ Jazzy Jeff watch? No. Well, I don't know. But what was I saying? Removing manifestation blockages. All right, y'all. So we got episode 5 of removing manifestation blockages. Who, what, when, where, how, and why. Paul. So, like I said, I know it's a lot of people who probably don't really care for the Bible and all that stuff. But it's a lot of good information there. A lot of ancient occult metaphysical concepts in there that's really basic for pretty much everybody can understand. So if y'all can get over, some of the stuff about, Christians, this and all of that stuff. And so when you're talking about, you know, if you can get over the emotional thing about, if Jesus was real or if the Bible is real, is it fake? And you can get to some of the information that's in there and use it to better your life. I don't think I'm gonna say is y'all gonna want to pass the complexion. Y'all gonna want to pass the complexion, the collection plate around tomorrow because I'm a cook. I'm a cook. I'm a cook. I'm a cook. We gonna. It's gonna be thorough, thorough, thorough. It's gonna be a thorough presentation. A thorough. All right. So last call for alcohol. Somebody said that they wanted a reading, but did she follow the instructions? Victoria, where you at? What you confused about? What did he say? I don't feel like scrolling back. What did he say? Uh-oh, hit them likes. Come on, y'all. Come on, double tap that screen. Come on, ain't no down over here. So if y'all think y'all about to come and screen record and report me and all of that stuff, it ain't happening. Shout out to those people. You know, it's all love to those people. Y'all go follow those people. Or if you listen in here, like I told you, I ain't got no beef with y'all. The door is open. Only thing I would just say is I don't even want no apology, right? I don't even want no apology. Just don't try to play me like I'm something that I'm not. That's all I ask. Yeah, so what you do is if you want to get on the list, then you just got to show some love on my last video, man. And then come back and let me know when you're done. So I do free readings. I don't mind doing free readings. I just ask that y'all show some love on some of my other content. That's all. Help your boy get up out there. But yeah, though, the door is open, man. What's up, y'all? Come on, man. All y'all coming in, come on. Double tap that screen. I see y'all. I bet y'all if I had that 12-inch foot long, you know, that $5 foot long and some gray sweatpants, y'all would double tap that screen. I bet y'all if this was OnlyFans, y'all would hit that like button. Even if y'all don't like the reading, just show some support. All right, so we got instructions pinned in the chat, right? So if you want to get on the list, then you got to follow the instructions. All right, here we go. So we got one. All right. All right. So y'all need to go ahead and get on that list, man, cuz if I do stay on here past an hour, then I'm going to donation based only. So what up? What up everybody coming in? What up? We probably about 40, 50 viewers already, and we only got 7 likes. Come on, y'all. It ain't that hard. Double tap that screen like I had a BBL. I bet you if I was your favorite celebrity butt naked, you would double tap that screen. Come on now. Bet you if I was like Channing Tatum or The Rock or, you know what I'm saying? Whoever y'all like, I bet you. I've been in my bag. Bake 'em out. All right. So I got a quick message for you, Jizzle. As soon as you advertise your channel, we can go ahead and get on with your daily reading. All right, so make sure you take your notes on these while I go get something to drink, even though it ain't nothing to fucking drink. I've been in my bag. I'm ready to listen to some music. I don't even listen to music no more. They woke me up. I don't even know why they come around here messing with these people. I don't even know why they come around here messing with these people. Let's see what the fuck this chat talking about. I done came through. All right. So because we got 3 cards, I don't want to spend a lot of time going super deep into these cards. Um, what can I say? What can I say? Okay, so remember what I just said about court cards being archetypal energies or personalities, right? So so here, right, when we looking at um the Queen of Pentacles, how I would personally describe the Queen of Pentacles is someone who is generous, someone who is abundant, and someone who creates a certain level, a certain sense of security. Um, and all of this comes from the connectedness to the earth element. All right. I want to put a heavy emphasis on the earth element. So if you notice here in this card in particular, you see the color green and the color red for the Queen of Pentacles. All right. So basically we got that heart chakra and the root chakra. All right. So let's move forward, right? I see you reaching the pinnacle right now. Again, being proactive, being able to bring justice to a situation and circumstance is going to allow you to reestablish the throne. All right. Again, we can't let decisions make us we can't let I'm sorry, we can't let emotions make us make decisions. We use the emotion and then run it through the brain, then we make a calculated decision based off of what we think, not solely on what we feel, right? So, uh, what I would say is that you being at this pinnacle, you being the queen, is I don't want to use the word contingent. No, not contingent, because okay, so you regaining the throne will I guess will require you to put an end to the burdens. The Ten of Wands, of course we already know the Ten of Wands indicate burdens, right? But when we looking at the Ten of Wands in this upward polarity versus the reverse polarity, and the upward polarity, it could indicate the fact that you are almost home, but you're not home yet. Versus the Ten of Wands reverse might indicate that you are home and now it's time for you to rest. So, or it could indicate that this closing is going to be one of heavy burdens. Whereas in reverse, it would mean that this cycle that's closing is without burdens. So my thing is that by you being the matriarch, right? The combination of the world and the Queen of Pentacles card, by you being the matriarch, what burdens can you unlift from the people who count on you the most? What can you do, right? Remember that justice card. What was that card that we had? The justice card and the what? Justice card. Thank you. All right, thank you. Just all thing I would say is just wait your turn before you post your question if you got one. But if you do got a question, make sure you go figure out what follows. If you do got a question, follow step 2. If you don't got a question, or if you just want like something like just angel guidance, or a message or something like that, then cool, I got you. But if you want to ask a deeper question, make sure y'all go follow the rules. What was the combination that you had got before? Was it the queen? It was the justice card and the six of swords. I thought so. Yeah, so you had 7 swords. So remember, the 7 is about bringing solutions. All right, the justice card is about bringing balance to a situation. So again, what I'm saying here is that because you are the matriarch, right? Everything is contingent on you. So one thing that you can't do while you sit on the throne is be passive, because that's how you lose the people in the kingdom, is by being passive. You got to be proactive. You got to hear their cries, right? And best thing for them, even if they say they don't want it. That's just like a little kid saying, "I don't want any medicine," but you in your head, you like, yes, you do. You really want this medicine, right? So yeah, just be proactive and lifting those burdens. All right. So yeah, justice to the situation. You got the power to close the situation. We got about 4 minutes to go, so I need to see who on the list, and then we're going to donation based only. So I think Victoria said that she was on the list. Was it anybody else? Let me check the notifications and see. All right, Brian, I see you, but I want to go in order. So, all right, I got you grandfathered in on the list tonight. Or for Victoria. I only see one from Victoria. I really told her to. No, Victoria, you did not follow the instructions, Victoria. Oh my God. That's not the link that you comment on, Victoria. Brian, it's still time for you to get on the list. Follow the instructions. All right, y'all. So we about 40 seconds away from the 1 hour mark. Uh, nah, it's good for the algorithm. I ain't tripping. Yeah, we love people. That motherfucker booby trap, man. It's some motherfucking minds in this bit. You come through creeping through them motherfucker, your legs liable to get blown off. You better stop playing with me. I swear to God on my mom. All right, y'all. So that being said, I'm about to relax. I just spent all day working on tomorrow's presentation. I just wanted to make sure I came on and showed my face. Oh wait, they talk shit about me because I don't show my face. So technically, I didn't show my face, but I just wanted to come up here and show my face. Let these cards talk. I'm about to go ahead, cry myself to sleep. So make sure y'all tap back in. I'll be right back up in the morning. Um, yeah. So what's so funny? You talking about me not showing my face? I don't care about that shit, man. The person who said it, the one person don't show their face. It, it's a good thing she don't, Lawrence Fishburne. And then the other one, she always got all these makeup and shit. Like you can't even see her face, so she might on the camera. It's about the cars, anyways. What the hell is you on the camera for? It's about the cars. I done came through. I still show my face in real life. What the hell are you talking about? Hey, this internet is it's about it's about the job. What's your business? That's cool. But like I said, this person in particular, you can't see their face. It's fat. He got all these chins surrounded. All that makeup, long ass, dumbass eyelashes, all that shit. Then don't let me talk about that big ass herpy or whatever the fuck that shit is. I don't know what the fuck that is. Like, is that a mushroom? What the fuck? You gotta stop playing with me, gang. I swear to God on my mama. Stop playing with me, gang. What the fuck is that? Stop playing with me, gang. What the hell is that? Man, you can't close your eyes and kiss that. You know, you can't. Like you not gonna be able to relax. You gonna be scared that bitch gonna bite your lip or something. Like what the fuck is that, Carl? Ooh, can you imagine that bitch rubbing on my mustache? Oh. Or some, baby, your lips is so juicy, KP. No, cuz, get that shit away from me, cuz. Motherfucker got a built-in crystal growing on your lip. What the fuck? Is that a fleshly crystal? Can I manifest with that motherfucker? That motherfucker probably be telling you the future. Like, yeah, uh, it's a dog 40 degrees south or something. What the fuck is that on your face, cuz? That ain't even a Marilyn Monroe beauty mark. That's a motherfucking Skid Row duty mark. Man, that ain't even a Marilyn Monroe beauty mark. That's a Skid Row duty mark. What the fuck? Stop playing with me. I swear to God on my mama. Stop playing with me, gang. Stop playing with me. Talking about some, yeah, some people don't show they. It's what they say, such and such people don't show their face. But not you, Mystic. I'm talking about somebody else. Yeah, I'm on my way to chill too. I just wanted to troll for a second because the numbers keep going up and people ain't saying nothing, so I'm gone. I swear to God on my mama. Stop playing with me, gang. That motherfucker like that. Like, what's up? To be looking about what? You damn right. Of course I'm still looking because this ain't just no normal he say she say. They tried to make it men versus women. They tried to do more than just play games. They tried to literally assassinate my character. Of course, I'm still looking, and I'm still gonna troll too. Don't mention me. Don't do that. I'm picking up on everything subliminals. Like today, they posted something. As soon as I deleted everything, well, I ain't delete everything, but I hid everything. I hid the live. I did delete some of the posts, but man, as soon as I wake up, I hop on. I don't know. I went to sleep, took a nap, did something. I wake up in the morning. I look on YouTube. Motherfuckers feel like they got a victory because I deleted all the stuff. No, I just don't want to monetize off your pain. But fuck it, then shit. It is what it is at this point. Yeah, only donation based readings though. I'm only doing donation based reads. If not, then I'm up out of here, cuz. Hey, but I like your name though, placebo effect though. I like that. Shout out to you with that name though. That's the one right there. Oh, this the transgender symbol. This is crazy work. There's a million other emojis they can have, but they got a transgender emoji. Get the fuck out of here. Shout out to all the trannies. Yeah, shout out to all the trainees. Damn, they got a flag too. It's called transgender flag. That's crazy work. Black flag, white flag, rainbow flag, transgender flag. Damn, they got emoji and a motherfucking flag. That's crazy work. The big dude gobble. All right, y'all. I'm up out this. Y'all know get it. Hey, um, right. You can't text me, bro. Young lady, you can't text me because I can't click on the little box to text back. So, yeah. Maybe I can text you from my other number or something though. But you can't text that number. You just got it. But Bright though, I ain't even got to Bright. I gotta challenge you on something because when we got on the phone, you told me a bunch of good things that made me excited. Hype my head right on up, right? Trick me. You tricked the hell out of me. I thought KP was in business. I'm like, oh yeah, I got a pupil. I ain't gonna have to worry about them. I ain't gonna have to worry about them and their homework, all that stuff. I was like, this pupil gonna be the best one of them yet. This pupil in a month. That's crazy work. But I will say this before I go. As long as you progressing in life, that's all that matter. But if you're not progressing and you're not hitting me up, good luck. All right. So with that being said, uh, It's been an honor and a pleasure to be of service to you all. After all that I've been through, I'm still here, and I wouldn't rather have it no other way, man. I was about to make a joke, but I don't feel like joking. So with that being said, my name is not important, but what is the fact that I'm here on behalf of Sacred Self Healing Center, where the heart is the center for healing. And because it is the heart, because it is, remember when you come here on this channel, this is spa day for the soul, chicken noodle soup for the spirit, mani and petties for the ego. And if you're not progressing, then you're going to feel uncomfortable around here. That's just what it is. Only people that really feel comfortable here that last is the people who really won't change. And then the people who won't change, they actually get change and move on. So then they don't have to come back. Right? And that's the goal. I don't want to keep nobody stuck. Right? But as long as we purifying and taking care of what we got to, that's all that matter to me. So, if you know what I'm about to say it with me. Peace, love, health, and wealth. Anything else, put it back on the shelf. Why? Because I ain't buying it. Peace. Bye-bye. You know why. We ain't buying it. See, I waited this time. I waited to see this time. Now I say two people in here. All right, I'm out.